Finally got a few minutes.
It's crazy, dude.
That's just how it is.
No, I know for sure. Just like, all the stuff that we got going on.
There's always something, and I'll be like, all right, now I got it, and then something will happen. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, no, you're like, oh shit. I like your background.
Yeah, it's my weight room.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
How you been?
All right. Tired.
Yeah. What's up?
Tired. We got caught in a fucking, I thought it was a hurricane. We were up riding scooters with the kids like half a mile away at the track, and then all of a sudden it just came in. I mean, it was like a bad storm to be outside.
Just
It was
like kicks
fun.
up. Those are the worst too, because like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, people were in their cars just looking at us like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It was fun though. I thought it was fun.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, I've been stuck. Like, I'll be on runs and like lightning will start, and like that's the one thing, man. Like, I hate lightning, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'll go hide in like carports.
Yeah, I don't mind running in the rain, but when it's lightning, that's like it's scary.
No, especially in Florida, man, because like it lightnings everywhere, and like people just you just die.
People get hit a lot down there?
Oh my God, dude, all the time. I remember they had one on the news, man. The dude at the airport, he was doing baggage check. It just like, but he lived.
Oh, okay. I can't imagine how that would feel, man.
Dude, it happens. I can't even,
Ugh.
couldn't even imagine.
I've gotten hit a lot of times with electricity. I'm sure you have too, and it fucking hurts. I can't imagine like a serious
Dude,
hit.
I got shocked like a month ago. I was installing these bath fans and like I should have cut the breaker, but I didn't, and I couldn't get the switch to come. Dude, and that thing just went right through me. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. It's indescribable. You can't really describe how it feels. It's just like, ah! Like,
Yeah.
it's weird.
There's
Like you don't
different
know what's
degrees of
happening
it.
right away. Like you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Right. Exactly. You're like, ah. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Dude, did you see like so the Fed raised rates again and the stock market went up?
Yeah. Yeah, I watch that shit because that's what I do, mortgages. So I'm like, man, you guys want like a 6.5, 7%? You know what I mean? Like that sucks.
I think it's crazy that like how does the market go up? Like everything should tell you the market should go down, but it just shows you that like the people who control all the money are just making just stacks after stacks.
They're gonna make it so people can't afford to buy houses. Like corporations are buying houses up.
And renting everything, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I watched this one thing. There's this big time company out of Canada. They're a private company, but they're the largest company that holds the most individual residential real estate without having like developments. And all he does is rent them out all over the country.
Man.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I was just watching this thing. It was like, you ever watch like House Hunters International or whatever?
Yeah.
So I was watching one on the Mediterranean when trying to get Coop to go to sleep. So you get a house like walking distance to the beach, small little town, pool, 5 bedrooms, 2,000 square feet for like $2,200.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I like the place I'm in, but I'm like in a 2 bedroom, 1,200 square foot condo, and I'm paying like $2,750.
Yeah. I was looking at houses like all over the place last year. I was like looking at South Africa, but I was like, man, they're like killing people over there. But man, you could get a really nice fucking house there. You could have like a fucking compound for like $300,000 or something, like a fucking like a castle.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny, Emily and Hunter, they vacation over on the Pacific side of Mexico, and like they've literally talked about buying property over there. So it's like beautiful. Like it's outside of I guess the cities, and like it's like these little towns and villages, and you can walk down these like dunes and cliffs, and you're just like right there on the water.
Only thing that scares me is about buying something like in another country is the government could just probably take you. I mean, they could do it here too, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know. Whenever anybody brings up Mexico, I just always think about people getting kidnapped. Like People just like motherfuckers get kidnapped and like they never come back.
Yeah, especially like a good-looking couple like that, man. They're gonna be like, yeah, they're worth the money. We're getting them
Yeah.
somewhere. They just look like they're rich.
But I hope they don't send me like some ransom notice because I ain't got no money.
Yeah, that was
Like,
suck,
can we
man.
negotiate? Can we negotiate some terms?
You gotta watch out because like sometimes the people like you think are helping you. I've watched like documentaries about like people that go down to like Belize or something. This guy thought
Mm,
like all these people were helping him and they're all in on this fucking scam. They all fucking got him for his money. It was like the mayor and like all these people were in on this like
it's
nobody's on your
crazy, man.
side.
No,
So you gotta be
no,
careful.
because yeah, I think though, like if you research it and you go to areas where like there's expats, it's like its own little like industry or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people go to like Costa Rica.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to do that. You gotta be willing to kill people. I mean, if you come down to it, it might happen if you go to somewhere like
Yeah,
that. It's not like here.
I remember I ran a race with this dude who had he was like in his like early 30s, and he said he had a place in Ecuador up in the mountains or something, and I was like, what? And I haven't really looked into it, but he said it was like next to nothing, and he had like a whole compound, and he just pays the natives to like take care of the property, and like he was like, but you have to have like armed guards and stuff in certain parts. I was like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah, guns, they're like everybody has guns down there.
Everybody,
It's not like here,
everybody.
like the gun control shit. Like
N-
they like having guns. Like you don't really need one
Yeah,
here, I guess, but I mean, it's nice to have just in case.
I mean, I think truthfully, I think in America you need to have guns to protect you from the government more than you do the people.
Yeah, both. I mean, I
I
see
mean
both
both,
sides
but
of it, but I see these people that say they want to get rid of guns totally. Like I was a criminal for a long time. You do not want that. I could get any gun I wanted
no.
when I was a criminal. If I know you don't have shit, I'm coming in. What the fuck you gonna do? You know what I mean? I'm
But
fucking
that's what I mean. That's what I don't understand about like gun control stuff is like you're not really like granted the argument would be like all these guys who are like popping off with like assault rifles, but that's such a small percentage. Like most people who are committing like crimes and murders, like they're getting guns illegally.
yeah. And then
Like
like they're gonna find another way to kill you. They're gonna find if they want to do it, they'll make a
yeah,
bomb or they're poison the water. They're gonna find a way to kill you.
yeah, people are just out there, man. It's like,
I don't even
did
comment
you
on that
see?
shit, man, on Facebook. If this make I'm like, people are just they've never been experienced any kind of violence or exposed to anything, so they just talk out their head.
No, it's funny. We were talking the other night just about just like adolescents and like boys and just like how boys aren't able to. Well, you and I were talking about even like you can't get in fights. Like young boys should be able to get out their aggression on the playground somehow without it like being suspended. And I think that's what's happening. You have all this pent up aggression and no one knows what to do with it. So they're just freaking out,
Yeah.
especially since COVID, man. Like, look at suicide rates since COVID. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
People are weird. They don't know how to interact with other people.
No, because people were kind of strange anyway, and now like they've been all like reclusive for like 2.5 years. Like, how long has it even been? I don't even know how it's been
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, 2.5 years. I was at the park today and like this little girl was touching my son's shoe and the mother was like freaking out. Don't touch his shoes. Like he doesn't want you. I was like, man, it's all right. They slap each other in the face. Watch, they'll beat each other up before we leave here. Like it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Plus,
Like,
they're kids.
yeah.
Kids don't know any better. Like, kids are just like, oh, you're my like. We were walking the dog today, and these little kids in one of the downstairs, like they pull the blinds back, and it was like a little guy in a diaper and his big brother, and they're like waving to Cooper, like they don't care. They're just like, oh, another kid. I want to play.
That's what I hate about being an adult. Like everybody acts like they're not like that. It's all like this fake world. I don't want to be a part of that shit, man. I just like being I'm like a kid, man.
Yeah,
I'm definitely still
me
like a
too.
kid.
100%, man. But like, I think, dude, adults just fuck everything up, man.
Yeah. It's
Like with
awkward
their
conversations.
ideals.
I hate having
Oh my
conversations
god.
with these fucking people. I'm like, man, I don't even have the energy to fucking do it, man. Everybody thinks I'm mean, which I kind of am, I guess. I just don't even. I'm like, oh fuck, here they're looking at me. I don't want to talk to them. Like Rachel, go talk to him. Rachel doesn't mind doing that because she does that shit at work anyway. All these fucking weirdos think she likes them and shit. But she's just so used to doing it.
Well, yeah, it's also part of her business model. You know what I'm saying? Like she kind of has to in a way.
Yeah, Emily tries. Yeah,
But
well, Emily has a lot of women clients too, don't she? That's like
yeah,
what
all
she
she
does.
does is like she just does like highlights.
Yeah,
So
makes
she
them
has like
money.
a very specific type of client base, which is pretty cool. You know. So yeah, it's funny. Did you see that shit that they did in Sri Lanka?
I see what's going on there. It's fucked up.
Dude, they like raided the presidential mansion. So like
Oh yeah,
they were like lounging on his couches, swimming in his pool.
yeah. That's gonna happen here eventually. I mean, that's kind of what's happening here. It's just that was on an island, like an isolated place, so it happened a lot faster. But that's what's gonna fucking happen. People are gonna get sick of this fucking shit, man.
I mean, you just see people like just going crazy, man. Like what are they supposed to do? And now like you see the monkeypox thing? Like what the fuck is monkeypox?
I thought I had that shit. I had hand, foot, and mouth. I was like, man, what the fuck? All this shit started popping up. I had a fever, like blisters all over my feet. I couldn't walk. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Recently?
yeah, I just got over it. I still have, I don't know if you can see it. I still have some of the things on my hands, but barely
Yeah,
feel it.
Olivia. It's funny. Olivia's had hand, foot, and mouth before. It's horrible. It's like real. It's like you break out on all these bumps and rashes and
It
stuff.
hurts. And I had like a fever. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I was like, and then I saw the monkeypox shit. I was like, fuck. And my aunt's a nurse. She's like, you might have the monkeypox. I was like, fuck, man. I went to the emergency room. They're like, they're doing all these blood
No
tests
way.
on me because I had a tick bite too. They gave me all these antibiotics, and but then I was, but now the boys have it too. So I was like, oh, it's definitely not fucking
Yeah,
monkeypox.
it's like really contagious. Olivia had it like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, or something. Because we didn't know what it was. We were like, "What is wrong with you?" And like, we finally took her. They were like, "This is what it is." We are like, "What?"
How long did it take to go away, man? These fucking splotches on my feet, they're like huge purple fucking.
It took a little while for it. Like she started feeling a lot better, but it took a while for like everything to go away completely. You got to watch too. I know I get real bad. I get like shingles, man.
Yeah,
Like all through my neck and stuff. Oh, it's horrible, dude.
that's from stress. That's what you should talk about on here. Talk about what it's like to be a business owner. Not a lot of people know what it's like. I've never been in business.
about
All the
about
stuff that
making
comes
payroll
along
every
with it.
Friday. About like, do I make payroll on Friday or do I pay my mortgage?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. They think it's all like, I'm gonna do, it's a lot of work. You were doing really good though, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just I was doing really well. It just things got crazy when COVID hit. But like I think what a lot of people don't understand is the effort that goes into it and what you have to be willing to sacrifice and like, your family and like you as an individual pay the consequence. You know what I mean? And it's don't get me wrong, it's a compromise. And like I'm a better person. I've learned so much, but I don't know that I would do it again like I did. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was younger, for sure. But like what pisses me off though, a lot of times is like what I see on like Instagram and stuff, like all these guys who are like, especially the ones who like made it, right? They're like at least they're worth like 30, 40 million. And they're like, oh yeah, you could drop me off in a city and I'll build $1 million business in 90 days. What bothers me about that is when people say that, I don't think they really like recognize talents of others, and they're not honoring the real work experience that comes from losing like $1 million business. You know what I'm saying? Like the experience I have now is like it's really cool. I'm just like worn. You know what I mean? I'm just burnt the fuck out, dude.
Yeah,
But like a lot of these guys, like they talk about it so freely, and I think that's what everybody wants. Everybody's just like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur now.
they think it's
I'm gonna do
easy.
it.
That's what they think it's not gonna be as hard as it really is.
Dude, I remember reading this thing when I first left Bed Bath, and it said you got to give yourself a minimum of like 7 to 10 years before you really profit. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't believe it. And honest to God, man, that's straight up truth. I mean, really hasn't even been a full. I'm coming up on. Let's see, what is it? 2017. I'm coming up on 5 years that I left my corporate job, and so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but then on the other side though, like I've done a lot of really cool things, man. I've got to travel a lot. I lived in downtown New Orleans, you know, like
You had the seafood business. That was some good ass food. That was some of the best seafood I ever
dude,
had.
remember that? Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I forgot about
Like
that.
stone crab, fucking. I never had those before. Those are all the fish that you made. That was all
That's right. You came
fresh.
to you saw the little store too, didn't you?
Yeah. That was
That's
crazy.
cool,
You were
man.
getting that place for like $500 a month, man. That's fucking awesome. That was like a good
It
spot
was,
too.
it was a really good, yeah, but the foot traffic was so bad. And that's what happened, honestly, man. So like we had red tide down in Naples. And so there was a red tide and then something else hit right before that. And then the next year, that's when I got into doing the construction. But that's what I mean. Like that's what like you even like the one guy I think the one shark that I think is really cool is what's his name? Damon John. If you ever hear him talk about Fubu, how he when he first launched it, he like made like, you know, several $1,000s and then it went bankrupt. And then he launched it again, but he never gave up. And then before you know it, it was like a multi, you know, $1 billion brand. But the point of it was if you like listen to him, he talks about failing and how you have to fail. Like you gotta fail.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the one common trait of most successful entrepreneurs is just consistent failure, but consistent not giving up, you know?
Yeah.
That's the real shit.
That's really with anything. I mean, if you just give up right away, you're not
Yeah,
gonna make
right?
it in anything.
It's like working out. It's like work like how long has it taken you to get your physique, man?
A long time. But people ask me that all the time, like, how long you think, like, how long, what are your breaks and how long should I work out for? Like, you're asking the wrong stuff. Like, it takes, I don't take breaks. I work out every single day, just about, if I have time. Something. I'll do 10
Yeah,
minutes if I can. But yeah, it's taken me,
right.
I was 300 pounds when I was 20, what was I, 28, 29, and I lost 100 pounds within like 11 months because I put my mind
Wow.
to it.
Determination.
But I wasn't like in great shape. It takes a long time, man, like consistency, just like anything else.
How much you weigh now?
Like 190, 195, I fluctuate.
Yeah. See, I think too that like you just hit on something I think that's really important. Like even if you just like truthfully, man, even if I do 50 push-ups in a day, like I do 50 push-ups, or if I do 25 push-ups or whatever, I'll take the stairs. Like people don't realize that all that stuff adds up, you
Yeah.
know, like throughout the day. Like if you can get in a quick run, if you can get in anything, you know. In fact, you told me too that one time when we worked out, remember when we were in North Carolina, we worked out together?
Yeah.
You're telling me how you like got away from like, you know, the heavy weights. You just did a lot of just like more like stretching and like push-ups and like calisthenics.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think a lot of people realize how strong you get just from stuff like that.
Yeah, I mix it up. Like I don't try to do max weight anymore. Like some days I'll just see like, oh, I'll do a little heavier stuff, but nothing like I used to do. Like you're gonna fucking
Yeah.
be injured. I'd rather work out every day for a year than be injured and then not work out for 4 months or fuck that.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, unless you're like doing a strongman contest, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I threw up 315 twice.
I want to be able to
Okay.
like pick up my kids or pick up something in the yard, or, like just not like hurt myself. So, and I can still pretty much
Yeah.
do everything. I can jump on the ground, lay down, get right back up. Like that's a good test that I do to anybody that I'm going to train them when I do my personal training. I'd be like, lay on the ground. Let me see how fast you can get back up. And people will be like
That's
rolling
cool.
around and shit. Like, oh, fuck. I'd be like, yeah, we got to start there. We're going to get up and get down a bunch of times. They'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's the work. And then after you do that about 10 times, you'd be like, man, this is pretty fucking hard. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is working out. You don't,
That's
it's not
like,
when-
I've been like physically working last, you know, like doing these projects. And I'm so grateful that I'm in shape, man. Cause like I can just put in hours,
yeah, and you want
you
to be
know,
able
and
to do
like
it.
I don't, yeah, you know, I'm up, down, moving this, you know, and it's like, but that comes from years of just staying somewhat in shape. I think a lot of mine is like I changed my metabolism and my body chemistry when I started running a lot, I think.
Yeah, not
Like
many
when I
people can
really
run
got
like that,
into it.
man. You're running like 15 miles at a time. Not
I'm
many
like
people
fuck,
can do that.
I'm like Forrest out this bitch. Gen A.
I like running now too. I wasn't running as much. Like once you get to that point, like you don't want to lose it, man. I don't want to go back to having to start again. That shit sucks.
Horrible, man.
Even if I take like
See,
a
I
month
think
off though, I'm still okay. But if you take like, a year off or something from running, you're fucked. You have to start over again.
pretty much. See, like I can probably, in fact, I need to do it soon. like I can always just go out and run like 5 miles, and I can normally stay in like a low 8 pace.
That's good.
I haven't ran in probably like probably like actually 2 months though, because I just been working so much.
Yeah, but you're still
But
busy. I mean,
oh my gosh, man, I've been working, dude. I literally some 4th of July. Check this out, 4th of July weekend. I literally gained 10 pounds. Like I typically stay at like 168, 170. So I weighed myself that following Tuesday morning, and I weighed like 179. And I had to do this deck. I did this deck for this guy over here in Boynton, and it was so hot, Matt. Like, oh my God, dude. It was like there was no wind. It's in the back of his house, sun bright. I literally lost all like 9.5 pounds that fucking day. Like just gone.
water.
It was all like water.
Yeah.
And it made me think of like the fighters. You know how fighters like they gotta strip down and they'll like weigh in at like 165 before you know it, they're like 176 at like fight. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. I like that.
That's some
feeling,
cool
though.
shit.
I like sweating, working out like outside when it's hot. I like that feeling.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, look, you can see my bride. She just got home.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
All right.
Oh, it's a cool background.
That's what I said. That's so funny.
In the woods.
Wow, baby.
He's in the woods.
I like it.
That's cool.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to pretend I'm in the woods too.
She likes pretending she's in the woods.
Yeah. I want to get one of these for my room too, like my bedroom. It makes you feel better, like when I'm working out. It kind of
Yeah,
like tricks your mind a little bit.
it does.
Mm.
Yeah. Where'd you get it from?
Rachel ordered it from this lady. I'll have to ask her. Like this lady custom makes them. You can ask her like any size. She'll like custom make it for you.
For real?
And it was only
Oh, that's cool.
$250 or $300, and we did this whole wall. I mean, it's pretty big.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's cool.
there's a million
I mean-
options.
What you got going on Saturday?
I don't know. Probably nothing.
Like we should try and do I think we should try and like put some topics out and like try and like Saturday probably at some like probably later in the evening. I could probably sit down and do like a full hour.
Okay. Yeah, and I put a clip on the other video. I want to ask other people to come join us, and I want to hear what other people have to say about what's going on and shit too.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you want to get on first?
Whoever answers it, I'll send you the video, or I'll put it on YouTube, and then we can put it on
Yeah,
Facebook.
were you able to edit the other one and load it?
I didn't load it yet. I was gonna
No?
wait till we had two of them. I was gonna load them both,
Yeah. All right, cool.
and then
We got to figure out a way too to send me stuff over, like so, like either through
I can
email
give
or
you
something.
access to the YouTube channel. I just gotta add you on there. So I'll just add.
Oh,
your
that'd be
email.
cool.
Yeah.
Really, it's not so much me; it's Liz. She wants to see it to make sure I'm not saying anything too wild.
Yeah. That's why, and it wasn't too big to fucking send. I was like, man, it wouldn't send it. I couldn't send it at all. So I'll let you know like how to get in. I guess I have to figure it out once I get on the YouTube channel. You can add as many people as you want on there. So I'll just add your email on there.
Have you watched the whole thing yet?
Nah, not the whole thing. Like I fast forwarded through and I cut like some of the bullshit in the beginning just to.
Yeah.
I have to do like a screen recording, so I record everything. I'm like fucking with my phone. I don't want that on there. And then just when we start talking, I cut it to that.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
And then
All right. Yeah. So is that what you sent me the other day, like the short or something?
no, I sent you the whole thing, but I don't know if it went through.
No, I didn't get it on email because it came up. There wasn't anything attached to it.
Yeah, it won't. It was too
So-
big.
Yeah.
I won't load it up until you
Cool.
guys watch it, though. I'll let you guys watch it first.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say load it and we can watch it. I want to see it so bad.
I'll try to get on there tonight and figure out how to do this.
Yeah. That's cool. We should. I think it'd be cool too, because I know like we're trying to like coordinate like a lot of like, but like if we even set like October 1st to have like 8 episodes, you know what I mean? Because I think that'll keep both. It'll definitely keep me, looking towards the target. And plus, I think it'll be good for you and I as we continue to, come up with topics. And because this is fun, man. I think it could be something really cool.
Yeah, I want to go interview people. Like I was thinking about going to like my old methadone clinic, even, or some of the guys I know like down in the city, like guys that I know that are still doing shit, like and just see like how it is.
Yeah.
They might have to wear a mask.
Ask them what it's like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, for sure. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. I
Yeah.
think it'd be fun too if we plan a trip. Like either we come up there and we could do something on the weekend, or when you come down here, we got to interview somebody too. Like we should just make it part of what we do.
Yeah, I got 2 nice cameras too, so we could get